recording?
No, I
Yes.
don't know.
Okay,
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah, it is. Excellent. Okay, so if everybody could lean in and wave hi. I think we got everybody there. All right. Hello, my name is Ralph Shortey. About 3 years before I was born, my mother gave birth to a baby boy named Simon. Despite the fact that she was a single mother, already had a little girl and another little boy, my mother loved Simon and he was a welcome addition to the family. Now, everything seemed okay and life was beginning to calm down after the arrival of Simon when at the age of 6 weeks, without warning or expectance and completely by surprise, Simon passed away in the middle of the night. Now this was a very difficult experience for my mother, as you could imagine. The nightmare of every parent is to bury your own child. But this was particularly grievous because of the apparent lack of any kind of provocation. This seemingly senseless death of a healthy child was too much for my mother to handle. In her grief, one night she just disappeared. You see, she broke down, left her home and family, and just simply went away. A short time later, she found herself in Southern California and had occasion to meet Don and Diana Norland. Don and Diana owned a small detail shop that specialized in detailing high-end automobiles. My mother started working for the Norlands and they quickly became friends. And through their friendship, she became acquainted with a young lady named Virginia. You see, what my mother needed more than anything at this time was friendship. She was trying to heal. She was trying to move on from her grief, and a new dose of companionship was just what the doctor ordered. One day, Virginia told my mother that she had a brother that she wanted her to meet. A young, tall, handsome guy named Bruce. Virginia thought that he and my mother would hit it off, and boy, did they ever. It wasn't very long after this relationship began that my mother discovered she was pregnant. She understood what this new responsibility meant and chose to leave California and all that she had there, including Bruce. Bruce had a very promising career. He was much younger than my mother, and she knew that he would give it all up in an instant to care for her and his new child. However, there was much more baggage, if you will, than just her and the unborn baby. And my mother did not want him faced with that decision. She simply did not tell him about the baby. She packed up and just left. A few months later, I was born. Now I can only imagine the anxiety and fear that my mother must surely have experienced with the arrival of a new baby. She had already lost one child with no apparent reason and was faced with the frustration that she could not protect her baby from an unseen and unknown danger. All she could do was hope and pray that when she woke up in the morning, I would be there. Every day, I was there. When I consider these things and I consider the story of my life, there are several things that I wish for. I wish I could have the opportunity to meet my dad, to shake his hand and tell him how thankful I am to him, for being there for my mother when she needed someone the most, for showing her love and showing her that there was living left to do, that in spite of this tragedy, there was a life worth living and experiences worth discovering. I wish I could hug him and thank him for giving me life. I also wish that I could have met my big brother Simon. I wish that we could have played ball together and that we could have fought over the attention of my mother and my grandmother, or that we could have fought over a girl, or just simply that we could have fought as brothers do. I wish that we could have grown up together, but I'm faced with the reality that it simply could not have been. You see, the simple fact is that if Simon had survived, I would not exist. His very death was the catalyst to my life, and it was never an option for us to grow up together. But you see, I'm one of those the glass is half full kind of guys, and in my optimism, I think of a great lesson that could come from all of this. That in the face of a great tragedy, when it seems that all the goodness and hope has been destroyed, when it seems like the best course of action is to simply give up, that when faced with all of this, there is good that could come of it. I have lived my entire life with the knowledge that one day I will pass from this life. I will see my brother Simon for the first time. I have lived my life with the hope that when I do get to meet him, he will throw his arms around me and say that some good did come of it. I have lived my life in hopes that I will make my big brother proud of me. Every year we celebrate the birth of Simon, and every year it is a reminder that in place of my big brother Simon, my job is to live my life so as to make my mother smile. I hope that I always accomplish that goal. Thank you for the opportunity to let me introduce myself to you, and may God bless you. All right, everybody wave at the camera. All right, I think we got everybody there. you guys very much.
Absolutely.
Good luck. Hopefully you'll make a